Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Luke Orr, followed by the welcome from Caitlin Messer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everybody. If you could please get in a posture of prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for this day and to gather together one last time. Thank you for protecting us from the weather, and thank you for your love and faithfulness and mercy the past 4 years. God, I ask for those in the crowd that haven't experienced that love because they don't know your son, Jesus. I pray that they would have the boldness to speak to someone tonight to meet you and surrender everything to you. God, I thank you to those who do know you and those that will soon, that you would make great disciples in this next season of life. I thank you for boldness for the class of 2025 as we go new places, that we would use our voices and our gifts for your glory, and that you would give us wisdom and peace about what steps to take next. I thank you for Bradley Central High School and that all staff and students who have to stay here, and for the upcoming students as well, that you would give them joy and great perseverance, wisdom and peace. Thank you that you would grant the teachers and staff the wisdom and patience, and that they would be a light to their students and the students a light to their teachers. I ask your blessings on this next school year, and that your angels would protect all surrounding schools from harm or any evil attack of the enemy. I ask that Bradley would be a bright light to schools around it. I thank you for new life and revival in Cleveland, Tennessee, and that we would be a willing vessel for your kingdom. We thank you for who you are, Lord, for what you've done and what you will continue to do until you're coming. And I ask that you would prepare us to see your face when you return. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Please be seated. So good morning, everyone. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the class of 2025, thank you for being here. Today we celebrate an extraordinary chapter in the lives of our graduates, a chapter filled with determination, achievement, and growth. To the graduates, congratulations on reaching this milestone. Your hard work and perseverance have brought you here. And this morning, we honor not only what you've accomplished, but also the bright future ahead of you. It is also my privilege to welcome so many dedicated individuals who serve Bradley County Schools and enrich our broader community every day. Please hold your applause as we take a moment to acknowledge several distinguished guests joining us this morning. First, welcome Dr. Linda Cash, Director of Bradley County Schools. Welcome to our central office staff and administration, Supervisor of Secondary Education Todd Shoemaker, CTE Director Arlette Robinson, CTE Lead Heather Bischoff, Safety and Security Director Zach Pike, and Pi Center Director Brittany Cannon, as well as the Dean of the Pi Center, Ben Smith. Welcome to our committed members of the Bradley County Board of Education, Chairwoman Vicki Beatty, Amanda Lee, Alan Smith, Teddy Bryson, Rachel Goins, Joshua Taylor, and Nancy Kaysen. Welcome to our state representatives, Dan Howe and Kevin Raper. County Commissioners Mylan Blake, Bobby Goins, and Scotty Gilbert. Bradley County EMS Director Adam Lewis. I want to say thank you to Sheriff Steve Lawson and the entire Bradley County Sheriff's Office for your partnership with Bradley Central High School. I especially would like to recognize our SROs, Deputy Bruce Morgan and Deputy Jessica Morgan. We are honored to have each of you here as we celebrate the class of 2025. Can we please give everyone a big round of applause? At this time, I'd like to recognize our retiring JROTC instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Engel, and our Spanish teacher, Mr. James Rodriguez. Lieutenant Colonel Engel and Mr. Rodriguez, please stand so that your colleagues and students whose lives you have greatly influenced can express their gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show our appreciation with a well-deserved round of applause for Lieutenant Colonel Chris Engel and Mr. James Rodriguez. Lieutenant Colonel Engel and Mr. Rodriguez, your unwavering commitment, passion, and countless hours of service have left a lasting impact on our faculty and students. We sincerely thank you for your dedication. So on behalf of your administrative team, Dr. Candy Wiggins, Angie Neely, Tyler Rich, Andy McMahon, and Matthew Day, along with the teachers, counselors, and the entire faculty and staff of Bradley Central High School, welcome to this special occasion, the 109th commencement of Bradley Central High School. Let's give that a round of applause. So, class of 2025, it is truly an honor to stand before you as the principal of Bradley Central High School. Yes, even when I arrive on campus at midnight to find you camped out with fire pits, having rearranged the seats that Mr. McMahon spent 2 hours setting up for graduation practice. And yes, even when I show up the next morning to see cars scattered across the senior parking lot while you're outside of the gym flipping pancakes on a griddle like it's Saturday brunch, it is still an honor. So every single day, the people on this stage get to witness the incredible talent, dedication, and heart that make this school so special. But during graduation week, the greatness shines even brighter. I wish everyone here could see what our team gets to see time and time again. The remarkable gifts of our students and the unwavering commitment of our teachers. The impact you will have on this community is powerful, and the passion your teachers bring to preparing you for your future is truly inspiring. Bradley has always been built on tradition and excellence, and the legacy lives on in each of you today. The hard work that brought you to this moment and the integrity you will carry into the world makes us all extremely proud. Longtime faculty member, coach, radio announcer, and our forever Mr. Bradley, Earl Rowan, once shared this wisdom. He said, if I had one piece of advice, I'd say, never try to do it all yourself. Surround yourself with the best people, the best players, the best support staff. Everyone has something to bring, something to offer, or a perspective you may not have considered. God did not intend for us to walk this road alone. He gave us one another so that we may rely on our team. Class of 2025, I urge you to take Coach Rowan's words to heart. When the road ahead feels uncertain, lean on your team. When you face challenges beyond your experience, seek guidance from those who have been there. When the weight of responsibility tempts you to go at it alone, step back, Remember the foundation you stand on and trust the people that support you. As legendary baseball player Derek Jeter said at a recent commencement event, a speed bump should never become a roadblock. Every day is shaped by your choices. Those choices define your path, and there is no such thing as a mistake. What if adversity is a lesson and not a verdict? As Jeter went on to say, surround yourself with the right people. You may fail alone, but success is rarely achieved solo. So class of 2025 today, you step into a new role. Not as students, not as children, but as teammates. You're now part of something bigger than yourself. A community, a legacy, and a force for good in the world. So take what you've learned here and go build something great. Lift each other up and know wherever life takes you, you are always a part of Bradley Central High School. Most importantly, never, ever, ever forget that you are forever part of something larger than yourself. You will always wake up as a Bradley Bear. Congratulations, graduates, and God bless, and go Bears.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to see everyone here today. Thank you to our parents, our friends, teachers, and most importantly, the class of 2025. You did it. You made it. 395 seniors are here today, ready to take on the world. And let me just say, you've absolutely earned this moment. Could we give our seniors a round of applause? So let's just take a moment to celebrate where you're headed next. Each of you have taken a different path to get here, and each of you will choose your own path and have a unique future moving forward. 171 of you are heading to two-year colleges. 132 of you are off to four-year universities. And get this, 14 of you have already earned a degree through the TVEC program before even walking across this stage. That's not just impressive, it's exceptional. Could we have those 14 please stand? Thank you. We're so very proud of you. 81 of you are stepping directly into the workforce, and 11 of you have made the bold and honorable decision to serve our country in the military. That's courage, that's heart, and that's Bear pride. Would those 11 please stand? And while your destinations are diverse, and unites you in all ways, the amount of work it took to get here at this moment is a testament to your fortitude. Let's talk about what you've accomplished academically. Collectively, you've earned over $10.6 million in scholarship potential. That's a lot of money. Could we give them a round of applause for that? And even there, it represents more than just financial support. It's late nights, early mornings, hard questions, and steady effort. You have hustle, and that will take you a long way. And then so many of you have distinguished yourselves, and we would like to recognize at this time Christopher Herron, our Lee Reimer Gold winner, and Sydney McCrary and Corbin Light, our Lee Reimer Bronze winners. Would you please stand? Thank you. You've shown what it means to lead by example. And I have to celebrate to the 13 Wright Brothers interns, 11 of whom were hired on full time. You've proven that real world experience pays off. And I know that your parents are proud of all those going into the workforce, and all of those who are going to be going straight into working for Wright Brothers. Academically, you have raised the bar. 194 of you earned a 90 or higher average. That is amazing work. 168 of you held a GPA of 3.5 or above, and 31 of you achieved a perfect 4.0. Can we give them a round of applause? $253 of you are eligible for the Hope Scholarship. 280 seniors are eligible for the Tennessee Promise Scholarship, and 90 are Bear Scholars. You are exceptional, and we look forward to what happens next. 106 are graduating with state honors, and 211 with state distinction. 291 of you earned at least one industry certification, and then 130 of you are recognized as Tennessee Tri-Star Scholars, and 256 qualify as ready graduates. It is impressive what you've done academically, but more impressive is your character and what you do for each other. I want to shout out that altogether, this class of 2025 completed 2,223 dual enrollment credit hours across 741 courses. That's real college level work before even leaving high school. That is amazing, and I think you deserve a round of applause for that. It doesn't stop there. Outside the classroom, your accomplishments shine brightly. We have a Bearettes basketball team brought home their third straight state championship. Amazing. The Bears made a Final Four appearance, making it the first time in over 2 decades that both girls and boys basketball teams competed at the state level together. Again, an amazing class. In wrestling, Kyle Hogg placed 4th and Miley Goodwin placed 3rd in the state tournament. A round of applause for those athletes. And then we move into the arts. Our Bradley Symphonic Band and Wind Ensemble received superior ratings from every single judge at their concert performance assessment, a rare and incredible honor. In DECA, Dylan Heffington and Georgia Gibson advanced to the national competition. In Interact, Caitlin McMahon won the Fred Brown Award of Merit Scholarship and was named to the All-Star Soccer team. She also helped lead the 4x800 meter relay to a new school record and a qualification for the state championship alongside Allie Perez, Annabelle Dodson, and Addie Frazier. Let's give all these students a round of applause. And we continue with athletics, continue to shine, and bowling. Carly Horning became region champion and a state tournament qualifier. That's amazing how much work they put into it and how it pays off. In the Beta Club, Abby Crisp was named state champion in health and physical education, and Caitlin McMahon placed 3rd in social studies. In HOSA, Victoria Huffman took 1st place in sports medicine, and Kaylee Seaton and Jason Cross placed 3rd in CPR. Our exercise science program earned a 100% pass rate on the Action Personal Training Certificate Examination. Amazing work. So when we look out at this class of 2025, you've competed, achieved, performed, and led on courts, in labs, on fields, and in classrooms. You've shown heart and excellence, and we are so proud of you. But today isn't just about looking back. It's about looking forward. It's about what's next. It's about the courage to keep learning, the strength to face challenges head on, and the wisdom to always choose character over convenience. And if this year has shown us anything, it's you are ready. You've proven time and time again that you can accomplish most all things that come before you. I can't say enough about what we hope to see from you. Class of 2025, you have made us proud. We can't wait to see you go into the world boldly, chase your purpose, and relentlessly carry on the bear spirit with wherever you go and whatever you do. You represent all of us well. You are the best of us, and we are so proud of you. I can't say enough except congratulations, class of 2025. We are proud to honor you. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage our first speaker, the class representative for the class of 2025, Lainey Inman. Following her remarks, we will enjoy a special performance by the Bradley Central High School Band.
Well, good morning. Before I start, since this is the last time all 395 of us will be together, can everyone say cheese real quick? 3, 2. All right. Families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025, we made it. I am so proud to be standing here today with all of you, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to speak on behalf of the best class. Throughout the past 13 years of our lives, there have been times when we thought this moment would never come. It was so far away, and just the thought of being the class of 2025 seems so distant until now. Now we are graduating and entering the next chapter of our lives. A chapter where we won't see our best friends every day in the halls or in class, where we won't be able to tell our favorite teachers everything that happens in our lives, and most importantly, where we will grow into who God's created us to become. Throughout our 4 years at Bradley, we've accomplished so much in and out of the classroom. We made history by winning 3 consecutive girls basketball state championships. Yeah, come on. Yes. Made it to the Final Four in boys basketball for the first time in 22 years. And won numerous region and district honors across all sports. Of course, these wins are special, but what makes Bradley different are the clubs and activities available to us. FFA, FCA, Fine Arts, the Pi Center, and JROTC, just to name a few, are all key components that make Bradley, Bradley. These successes and extracurriculars would not have had as great of an impact if we had not been influenced by the people, places, and the community that surround us. Seniors, I want you to think back to freshman year, to the fresh licenses of sophomore year, to the way junior year flew by, and to now graduation. What's the difference between then and now? Some may say appearance or just age in general, but what I notice most when I look back is how much this place and these people have influenced me into who I am standing in front of you today. From freshman year to senior year, the teachers, fellow students, and school culture have made the greatest impact on our lives, most of the time without us even noticing. The teachers have taught us not only the required standards and learning targets, but about life and how to think. Coach Benefield once told us his job is not just about teaching history standards, but teaching us how to fight for our beliefs. He equates us with the truth and the ability to see the good, the true, and the beautiful in order to live abundantly. On average, we have spent more time with these teachers than we have our own families. Our school mamas, Miss Gilly, Miss Waddell, Miss Dillard, Ivy, Lindsay, Miss Parker, Miss Waters, Miss Kersey, and so many more have all been there to give us advice and love on us when we needed it most. Benny, Mr. Rich, V-Rod, Blaylock, and Coach Payne have been our biggest supporters and made us laugh on the days we thought laughter was unachievable. The teachers in this place have grown us into responsible adults, for the most part, ready to take on this next chapter in our lives. And without their influence, we would not be the people in our senior portraits. We would still be the freshmen, unable to navigate the real world, and not ready to grow up. Your friends and fellow classmates have influenced you into the person you are. Your mannerisms, music taste, and daily activities all resemble what your friends do. I am fortunate enough to have some of the greatest God-fearing friends in the entire world who have influenced me to be more like him and less like me. Without that group of people, I would still be freshman year me, scared to talk about my faith and scared to live boldly for Christ. Our friends have been a part of the memories that this place has given us, from the loud Friday night football games to the outrageous barstool posts to Colby's car getting trashed after the pink out volleyball game to Genesis and Elsie busting it down at prom to Kiki and Avery flipping us pancakes after a semi-successful senior prank to now graduation. There have been countless moments that have now turned into countless memories that we will never forget. The Bradley culture and winning tradition has been poured into us by alumni, teachers, and coaches. There's no doubt in my mind that Bradley pride has influenced all of us to be bold and have pride in whatever we believe in. Bradley's more than a place to learn. It's a cornerstone for community and identity. When it comes to Bradley, a sense of pride stems from a sense of belonging, a desire to represent Cleveland, and the commitment to achieving something meaningful. It's a sense of shared pride that unites people and encourages the next generation to continue striving for success. Everyone has their own twist on how they've been influenced into who they are today. But the real question is, if we've been influenced this much by one place in 4 years, what are we going to let influence us for the rest of our lives? Class of 2025, we did it! We have made it to the point in our lives where we get to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of the story of our lives. Bradley Central, in the wise words of Hannah Montana, you'll be with me wherever I go. Thank you. God bless and go Bears!
Please join me in welcoming this year's salutatorian, Dylan Heffington. Following his remarks, it is my honor to introduce co-valedictorians, Callie Ellis and Heidi Snyder.
Well, good morning, friends, family members, teachers, staff, and of course, my fellow graduates of the Bradley Central Class of 2025. We finally made it. After 4 years of early mornings, countless memories, hallway conversations, Friday night lights, unforgettable field trips, and final exams, we finally arrived at this moment. It is surreal to be standing here today, surrounded by the people who have walked this journey alongside me as we prepare to close this chapter and step into what comes next. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Dylan Heffington, and I have the immense honor of serving as the salutatorian of this class. And for those of you who do know me, well, you probably already guessed that I could not give this speech here today without mentioning DECA. Over the last 2 years, I've had the privilege of serving as the president of DECA at Bradley Central, and this role has shaped me in more ways than I ever could have imagined. I've learned what it means to lead with heart, to collaborate with passion, and to grow through every experience. But most of all, one of the things that I've been able to do, I have been so blessed to meet some of the most incredible people along the way. To Lainey, Genesis, Heidi, and Georgia, thank you for being the most dedicated, creative, and inspiring officer team I could have ever asked for. You each brought something special to the table, and together we made something that we could truly be proud of. To Mrs. Courtney Thompson, Stacy Torbett, and Michaela Sabaney, thank you for your endless support, your guidance, and especially to Mrs. Thompson for doing the Worm at State. You didn't just attend our DECA trips, but you also survived them, and for that, you deserve some DECA glass. But DECA isn't the reason I'm standing here tonight. It's only part of the bigger story. The real reason we're here is to celebrate every person on this field who dared to keep going. To every graduate here today, you've done something remarkable. You persevered through personal struggles, academic challenges, and all the growing pains that come with becoming who you are meant to be. And through it all, you remain strong. And as we prepare to go our separate ways, some heading off into college, others entering the workforce, joining the military, or exploring unknown paths, I want to leave you with something that's been a constant in my life: faith. There is a Heavenly Father who loves each and every one of you, who knows you by name, who sees your heart, your potential, and your future, even when you cannot quite see it yourself. In Luke chapter 12, verses 27-28, Jesus says, "Consider how the wildflowers grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all of his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass in the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you, you of little faith?" And if that wasn't enough of a reminder of how deeply loved and intentionally created you are, let me also share this. Ephesians 2:10 tells us, "For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." Think about that. You are God's masterpiece. Not a mistake, not a coincidence, but a one-of-a-kind creation made with purpose. This means that your life has far meaning beyond titles, grades, or accolades. You were made to make a difference. So, if you take anything away from my words today, I hope it's this: you are loved, you are beautiful, you are worthy, and you are enough. And don't ever let the world convince you otherwise. Now, as we walk off this field and into our futures, let's do so with boldness. Let's chase dreams that scare us. Let's build lives that matter. And let us be the kind of people who makes others feel seen, valued, and loved, just like so many of our teachers and classmates have done for us over the years. And you can all do this knowing that you are loved. So, class of 2025, you are more than ready to go out into this world. Your future is bright, and your story is just beginning. May God bless the class of 2025 and go Bears.
Hey guys, I want to do something similar to what Lainey did. When I say, so can we all make a TikTok? So I'm going to say hi TikTok and you guys have to say it back. Okay, ready? Hi TikTok! Okay. Okay, let me start. Good evening, families, friends, and fellow graduates. It is my pleasure to be your class of 2025 co-valedictorian. Before I begin, I would like to dedicate this speech to my grandmother, Cherie Withington, who is watching us from heaven tonight. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, how is Callie our valedictorian? Well, the truth is I secretly love school. From the first moments of freshman year to my final moments as a senior, I have created memories that will last lifetimes. From going to state as a wrestler, joining flag football, laughing and annoying all of my teachers, acting in plays, being president of Skills USA, winning prom queen, and achieving the valedictorian title, I can truly say high school has been a dream come true. I cherish every big accomplishment to every small moment because they have all made me who I am. But tonight, we're in the morning now, but this morning is not just about me. It is to celebrate all of the amazing achievements we have accomplished together. Underneath the chaos of us laughing, making jokes, talking too much in class, there was something real. We all showed up for each other, whether we liked it or not. This class has a bond like no other, and it is one I will never leave behind. This journey has been unforgettable, so I would like to say thank you, class of 2025. I would like to take a minute to give thanks to a few special people who have made a tremendous impact on my life and my high school career. First, thank you to my parents for pushing me to achieve more than what I ever believed I was capable of, and following me along every step of the way. Thank you to my brother Silas for making me laugh with your brain rot jokes and your funny TikToks you send me. Thank you to my best friend and my favorite teammate, Miley Goodwin, for always picking up the phone, going on side quests with me, being a big back with me, and most importantly, being the best twin sister I never had. Thank you to the Schroyer family for teaching me for my entire life, from elementary school to high school, and supporting me along the way. Thank you to Coach Moore, Coach Matthews, Coach Blackman, Coach Blake, and Coach Owenby for not only supporting me through wrestling and football, but also being a coach for my life. Thank you to Miss Kilby, who is my therapist, my best friend, my teacher, and my rock. You are amazing, and I appreciate all of the words of advice you have ever given me. Thank you to Coach Massengill for helping me figure out what career I want to pursue and also being my biggest cheerleader inside and out of the classroom. Thank you to Ms. Parker and Ms. Cochran for helping me pick out the perfect college and setting up the rest of my life for success. Lastly, I want to thank the class of 2025 for dealing with me for all 4 years. It was a good run. This isn't goodbye, this is just see you later. And I can't wait to see you all achieve your dreams. See you at the reunion!
Welcome again to staff, administrators, families, friends in the class of 2025. While I am so grateful to be giving this speech right now as y'all's co-valedictorian, I initially had no idea what to talk about. How could I properly address hundreds of seniors who had strived for 4 years to pass their classes, make friends, grow up, and humanize all of those AI essays? One day, I was given the advice to write about the lessons I had learned here and the people that had impacted me.
My mind first went to academics, classes, and everything that could fit onto my transcript. But life is more than paper, and success is more than how well you can perform in a class. I then thought to talk about how these are the best years of our lives and we have a lifetime of happiness waiting for us. But life isn't a movie, and I've honestly never been one for optimism. However, what I know to be true is that the moment we are in right now, the seats we sit in, the air we breathe, the clouds looming over us, it's all temporary. It's a gift, but it's temporary. And in these fleeting moments, we have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, and even to complete strangers to be the best possible individuals we can be. Emphasis on can be. What I've learned is that there is no exact standard for greatness, kindness, or humility. What makes you great, successful, and a truly good person is the effort. The effort to wake up every day and be better than the day before. To live with intention and make our choices knowing that life is best spent when we are kind to ourselves and others. And don't mistake what I'm saying. We will fall, we will fail, we will make many, many mistakes. But more times than not, life will knock us down and make us feel unworthy and unfit to keep moving. But in those moments, we have to remember that growth is not linear, and one mistake will not set us back to the beginning. But today, we are at square one. We have our whole lives ahead of us and probably the most potential we're ever going to have. All we have is right now and a great unknown ahead of us. Now, we are accountable for ourselves, our triumphs, our failures, our mistakes. They will all be ours to answer for. I leave the school with gratitude and hope to look back on these years with kinder eyes and a lot more money. I want to thank every family member that drove me to and from school and events because I'm a terrible driver. I want to thank every teacher that gave me extra credit and my laptop for not dying when I tried to submit all those assignments at 11:59 p.m. with 1% battery left. Class of 2025. I can't guarantee or control where we're going to be a year from now or even an hour from now. Right now, all we can do is accept our diplomas, throw our caps, and get up from our chairs better than we were when we sat down. I think the only thing I have left to say is God bless and go Bears.
So Chairwoman Beatty, members of the Bradley County Schools Board of Education, Director of Schools Dr. Cash, the faculty of Bradley Central High School has recommended to me these candidates for graduation. These students have met all academic requirements established by the board and the state of Tennessee to receive their diplomas. By the authority vested in me as the principal of Bradley Central High School, I do hereby recommend these students for graduation. Bradley Central High School class of 2025, please begin your march to the stage. Ms. Bremer, would you please call the roll?
We are so excited to see this group walk across the stage and cheer with you. However, we know that they all skipped breakfast this morning because they were nervous, and they are probably going to be hangry by the time this is over if we all stop and cheer. So can we hold our applause to the end, and we will all celebrate at one time because we are so excited. All right, let's welcome to the stage our co-valedictorian, Callie Jo Ellis. Co-valedictorian, Heidi Paige Snyder. Salutatorian, Dylan Garrett Heffington. Our TVET group, Isaac Joseph Akins, Drake Scott Allen, Brody Dietrich Faulkner, Jaylee Shay Fraze, Cadence Diane Hoffman, Eleanor Dawn Hughes, Corbin Lee Light, Emelina Julia Prokopchuk. Elizabeth Lynn Rapp. Maria Guadalupe Rincon Perez. Kaylee Jordan Faye Seaton. Maggie Leanne Skelton. Jaden Tyler Smith. Our Bear Scholars, Brady Reed Anderson. Jordan Isaiah Bales. Janiyah Lene Barrett. Allie Paige Barton. Avery May Brewer. Tinsley Jordan Brumlow. Genesis Cabral Rivera. Catherine Sophia Cameron. Jackson Daniel Chapman. Caitlin Leanne Cochran. Mackenzie Cheyenne Cooper. John Parker Corvin. Abigail Grace Crisp. Riley Michael Crittenden. Alyssa Jaylene Cross. Jada Lexi Michelle Davis. Chloe Allison Deverell. Christina Ivanovna Dejua. Rodney Knox Gatlin. Jacob Gage Gentry. Nevaeh Love Harmon. Elsie Louise Hartwig. Joshua Michael Henderson. Christopher David Heron. Brooklyn Fenice Hewitt. Cameron Alexander Higgins. Lindley Caroline Hodge. Kyle Corbin Hogg. Alyssa Jade Holt. Kimber Brooke Hooper. Victoria Ray Huffman. Nicholas Jackson Humble. Lainey Reese Inman. Nathan Thomas Keller. Alexis Camille Kernat. Pavel Sergeyevic Kislitsia. Logan Daniel Long. Ethan Randall Lynn. Gage William McCall. Kaylee Savannah McCoy. Sydney Lee McCrary. Caitlin Elizabeth McMahon. Madison Nicole McNabb. Caitlin Elise Messer. Drake Amber Morrow. Elizabeth Navarrete. Samuel Malachi Ortego. Aaliyah Neve Osborne. Aaliyah Faith Paris. Eliana Grace Parson. McKenna Jordan Pendergrass. Ansley Joyce Phillips. Devin Lee Pinella. Stephen Jackson Presley. Kylie Ovette Ragsdale. Piper Corinne Phillip Reynolds. Braxton Taylor Riyadh. Dakota James Rogers. Landon Blake Rogers. Robert Riley Rao. Cheyenne Olivia Schmidt. Madeline Blythe Schultz. Gracie Bell Sermons. Lauren Elise Sims. Riley Inez Stevenson. Safira Annette Stiefel. Bronson Richard Stone. Colby Ann Allen Stott. Tatiana Kayala Stovall. Andrew Levi Thompson. Natasha Noel Vasky. Harmony Allyric Ware. Kiera Lily Westfield. Abigail Faith White. Parker Wade White. Waylon Scott Wilson. Araceli Grace Almy. Jason Alomar. Nicholas Remy Asselton. Aiden Luke Atchley. Braden Levi Baker. Caleb Michael Seth Baker. Ethan Dimitri Ballon. Cash Taylor Bandy. Hannah Marie Barber. Christian Gabriel Barrianuevo. Brian Mason Vaughn. Caden Lee Baldwin. Sierra Hope Baxter. Destiny Grace Lee Beatty. Camarai Lynn Beck. Maya Prenay Bell. Jayla Annabelle Bivens. Damian William Blasky. Gavin Lee Lewis Blevins. Connor James Bohannon. Landon Avery Brewer. William Spain Bristol. Timothy Stephen Brogdon II. Kaylee Elena Brown. Paxton Dale Brown. Joshua Hunter Burrell. Milo Michael Bushnell. Keandre Dwayne Butts. Kinsley Grace Calfee. Bryson Ray Callahan. Adrian Guadalupe Cavillo. Adeline Grace Marie Campbell. Fernando Campos. Lindsay Brooke Cannon. Taylor Marie Carpenter. Siler McKinley Carr. Britton Patrick Carter. Cadence Michelle Carver. Hannah Ruth Carver. Casey Allen Cavett. Jamie Kyle Clymer. Haley Madison Coffey. Indy Nicotime Cogdill. Emma Grace Cook. Langell Marie Cook. Ashton Carly Ruth Corvin. Elena Rose Crabtree. Jason Dallas Cross. Mackenzie Taylor Cross. Daphne Abigail Cruz. Hunter Michael Collins. Chloe Allison Curtis. Anthony Vincent Diamato. Aiden Joseph Darity. Houston Dean Davenport. Ashley De La Cruz Martinez. Abram Garrett DeFries. Rebecca Noreen DeLotte. Ayana Lachey DeLuca. Christian Johnny Dennis. Jonathan Ashton Ditter. Gavin Aiden River Dixon. Caden Campbell Doherty. Austin Kyle Dudash. Samuel Perry Dunn. Dakota Austin Ernest. Christian Antonio Eaton. Emery Grace Eller. Alexa Marie Inslee. Aubriana Romero Estrada. Austin Dakota Ezel. Grayson Gage Falls. Caleb Matthew Fernio. Hunter Lee Fields. Francisco Gabriel Flores Silas. Kaylee Jade Floyd. Lily Grace Fowler. Olivia Abigail Fowler. Riley Cole Frazier. William Alexander Gann. Denny Anderson LeBron Gardner. John Richard Lee Gentry. Georgia Willow Patience Temperance Gibson. Jackson Dean Goins. Landon Drake Goins. Jocelyn Giselle Gomez Trejo. Andy Jr. Gonzalez. David Alexander Gonzalez. Kyler Blake Goodwin. Savannah Nicole Guger. Landon James Gordy. Mason Blake Gorey. Nathan Alexander Graham. Gracie Marie Graves. Cole Ashton Gray. Logan Xavier Greenwood. Hunter Wayne Grimm. Isaiah Taylor Gunter. Aaron Brooke Gurley. Ander German Gutierrez Ugalde. Braden Hunter Andrew Hamilton. Dagan Jeffrey Harris. Bryson Lee Hawkins. Victor Levi Hayes. Gage Poma Hedrick. Bryson Jacob Hembry. Renee Clarice Henderson. Carrie Lynn Hicks. Carter Devon Hicks. Jacob Andrew Hicks. Sarah Caitlin Hicks. Alexia Dayanaro Hidalgo Guerra. Emily Jalen Hawk. Kylie Jade Holland. Floyd Von Holmes. Carly Alexis Horning. Love Ali Howard. Caden Alexander Howell. Caleb Todd Howell. Caden Uriah Howell. Joseph Anthony Howes. Aiden Earl Hubbard. Brooklyn Taylor Humbard. Tasia Ivanov. Brandon Abdiel Jacinto Augustine. Colby Jordan Jacobs. Carmelo Lawan Jenkins. Paul James Jenkins. Emily Joanne Jimenez Castro. Destiny Nicole Johnson. Kylie Madison Bailey Johnson. Ava Emmeline Anna Kalbach. Louis Reese Christian Kalbach. Robert Grant Keel. Jake Morgan Keith. Daniel James Kennedy. Kelsey Lee Kennedy. Bryson Edward Kent. Olivia Nicole Kerr. Jagger Lee Cortez. Tristan John Thomas Kibler. Abigail Reese Kilgore. Cheyenne Marie Kimmons. Emma Nicole King. Paxton Blake King. Emery Madison Knight. Sophia Kovalenko. Benjamin Lee Krupinski. Ashlyn Jade Kernat. Taylor Ann Lamb. Hayden Parker Land. Logan Dean Langford. Alyssa Danielle Lanier. Alyssa Frances Nicole Lapine. Emily Michelle Lawson. Jake David Leatherwood. Lainey Grace Ledford. Tyson Brody Ledford. Zachary LeBron Ledford. Mackenzie Grace Lee. Jeremiah Robert Leonard. Jeremiah Cruz Lerma. Dakota Lee Lewis. Autumn Nicole Lilly. Jade Rose Lloyd. Bailey Olivia Danielle Lockhart. Paige Suzanne Logston. Francesca Rosabella Lorza. Trinity Bryn Lunsford. Ethan Cole Malone. Roy Wayne Markley. Leslie Bryson James Marlowe. Bailey Alyssa Martin. Corey Preston Martin. William Vaughn Matthews. Caden Lee Maynard. Bo Dylan Houston McCabe. Mia Daniela McCassel. Hayden Frost McDaniel. Michael Taylor McGee. Lily Ann Dayla McLeod. Caleb Thomas Meadows. Cambry Jaylene Mylan. Kylie Diane Marie Miles. Austin Blaine Miller. Landon James Miller. Luke Daniel Tide Milligan. Antonio Caden Molina. Brandon Wayne Moore. Riley Rejay Moore. Brian Morales Ramirez. Mario Moreno. Braden Allen Morgan. Malachi Josiah Morgan. Caitlin Elizabeth Myers. Dixie Cheyenne Neely. Briley Adeline Neelums. James Chance Nelson. Madison Ann Nelson. Valentin Marcos Nicholas Simon. Catherine Nino. Ivan Philip Nudd. Serafina Nadiri Brooklyn Oglesby. Luke Harrison Orr. Tyler Chad Orr. Ashley Ortiz Ruiz. Daniel Chase Palmer. Jalen Aubriana Paris. Sadie Nicole Parsons. Olivia Shea Pass. Hannah Grace Pearson. Dalton Lee Peels. Hannah Faith Pinnock. Brandon Perez Juarez. Pedro Gabriel Perez. Caden Charles Perry. Tyson Lee Pettis. Elijah Kent Pierce. Veda Juliet Pineda Roblero. Bryson Leroy Piner. Jacob Timothy Powell. Andrew Logan Prince. Jasmine Faith Quigley. Amy Taylor Raisler. Austin Jacob Raisler. Casey Danielle Rayfield. Sabrina Renee Rester Hughes. Jessie Marie Robb. Angelique Nicole Roberts. Jake Reagan Rockholt. Madeline Rodriguez Perez. Noble Noah Storm McCann Rojas. Mason Carver Rose. Rafaela Rawson. Rylan Thomas Lynn Ross. Brady Stone Russell. Miguel Angel Salinas Rincon. Kadaj Draven Samples. Daphne Abigail Sanchez. David Felix Santiago. Alana Jade Scoggins. Ali Denzel Scott. Joshua Landon Scott. Nikolai Jean Chapoval. Tavirius Lavandez Sheehy. Bailey Breanne Shields. Lane Michael Shoemaker. Dalton Zane Shope. Brannon Isaiah Seiler. Anna Grace Michelle Smith. Jalen LeBron Smith. Nicholas Aiden Smith. Summer Marie Splitstone. Preston Lee Stanifer. Jaden Lucas Stanley. Bailey Lynn Staten. Bryson Trey Stennett. Marissa Dale Ann Stone. Carson David Stott. Delilah Victoria Stout. Tyrese Isaiah Stovall. Traven Alexander Stringer. Catherine Grace Stroups. Christopher Lee Swan. Ramirion Tyquarius Taylor. Tanner Olin Teague. Dakota David Thomas. Kaylee Ann Toper. Isabella Maria Torres. Mackenzie Darlene Trimble. German Alexander Valet Correas. Zechariah Samuel Vile. Emily Jean Vines. Alan Manuel Vives Lopez. Kaylee Savannah Wade. Peyton Eli Walgenbach. Brandon Lee Walker. Tyson Lane Wampler. Elizabeth Ann Warfield. Bo Anthony Watson. Mila Ray Weeks. Hayden James West. Kylie Elizabeth Gale West. Malia Renee Wilcox. Thatcher Wayne Wilkins. Kaylee Annalise Williams. Taylor Marie Williams. Avon Julia Emery Wilson. Cadence Leanne Wilson. Jackson Thomas Wingfield. Tucker Allen Womack. Austin Lee Wooden. Brooke Elise Wooten. Andrew Michael Yannick. Autumn Cheyenne Young. Hallie Marie Young. Brittany Lynn Zachman. Deja Tyler Brooke Zanoska. Bryson Miguel Angel Zuniga. And it's time. Please join us in celebrating the class of 2025.
One more big round of applause for the class of 2025. I just personally want to say thank you to the class of 2025 for the gifts. The only way it would have been better if there was more Pro V1s in there, okay? So thank you. On behalf of the class of 2025, thank you for being with us today. Graduates, congratulations. You are now alumni of Bradley Central High School. The final bell is rung. Class of 2025, your class is dismissed. At this time, Miss Lainey Inman, our senior class representative, is coming to the stage for the changing of the tassels. And one more time, God bless and go Bears.
All right, y'all ready to get out of here or what? Class of 2025, stand with me. Let's turn our tassels from right to left, if I can find mine. And when they turn the page to our futures, congratulations!